Greetings, greetings. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to do something a little different. So we are going to do an all signs reading for this new moon in Libra and the solar eclipse that we have on October 14th of 2023, okay? So we will go Aries to Pisces, and we're going to check out, we'll just do a brief reading on each sign. We're going to be looking at some energy that is going to be prominent in you, that's going to be channeled through the Chakra Insight Oracle. So we'll pull one card for that, or we're intending to pull one card from that, and then we're going to clarify it with some tarot, with the Gilded Tarot Royale, okay? And we have a new moon and a solar eclipse that are both in the sign of Libra. So in, let's say, a new moon, let's first talk about the new moon, okay? So a new moon in this Libra is going to be, we're going to be reevaluating our relationships. So anyone that we have close contact with, that's going to be our lovers, our family, our friends, even our coworkers, right? And we're going to be reevaluating certain partnerships that we have in our lives of people we're really close to. And we're going to be seeing and examining how we are showing up for others versus how they're showing up for us, okay? Are these energies harmonizing, right? Are they equaling? Are we honoring each other's lives in some capacity, right? So we're going to be paying attention to that, or lots of relationship themes are going to be coming to the surface, right, when it comes to this new moon that's in Libra. An important thing that we have to remember is that astrologically, Venus is aspecting Mars at this particular time, okay? So Venus is the planet of love, art, beauty, right? But it's also the planet of our very close relationships, particularly our romantic relationships. And Mars is the planet of how we assert ourselves. How are we aggressive in how we get things done in life, or how we go by getting the things that we desire. So when these two things aspect, okay, one thing that could be that you need to keep in mind is that there could be a dramatic flare to how we are communicating with one another, right? Especially in our partnerships. And to really pay attention to this, go ahead and look at your birth chart, okay? And if you don't know your birth chart very well, I do offer birth chart analysis. I would just need some information from you about your date of birth, location, and time, okay? Date of birth, location, and time, and from that we can analyze your birth chart and see where all the planets were at this particular time and how it can affect your, I would say, like your soul signature, right? Like who you are as a person and what you are intending, what your journey is going to be characterized, right, while you're alive. And so look into your Mars, right? When you're looking into your Venus, see like how do you express yourself in love, right? In your relationship, that's going to be your Venus. Look into your Mars. How do you assert yourself? When you look into those things, it'll give you it'll give you this combination of like what to be aware of, right? So when we say that something is aspecting, that means that there could be unexpected changes in that way, okay? So if you have a Venus that's in Libra, and let's say a Mars in Scorpio, your relationships could be very like harmonious, right? But with that Mars and Scorpio aspecting, now we've gotten a tendency to be maybe even a little over manipulative, right, with our partners and our relationships, okay? So take a look at those two signs and those planets to see how you can be affected by Venus aspecting Mars, okay? Now, we talked about the new moon in Libra. Now we also have an eclipse that is 21 degrees in Libra at this time. And so this is asking us to really center ourselves, right? That Libra solar eclipse is asking us to like, don't be all over the place. How are you approaching your life in a harmonic aspect, okay? There could be, during eclipse periods, it's a very intense energy and it's a very revealing energy. There could be some revelations that come to the surface, some truths that bubble up there in regards to our relationships, right? So there could be like a tendency for that, for certain truths to be uncovered, whether they are very obvious or just certain things that suddenly get revealed in partnerships or in relationships that we have with others. So it's always a good thing, even if we find out something negative, right? We understand that truth is always a good thing, even if it's disappointing in the end, right? Because when we live in a truth and our truths are revealed, it gives us first the freedom to of access to that truth. And then it could totally change our trajectory of where we want to go in life or who we want to have relationships with, okay? So pay very much attention to that as well. And even if truths are revealed about yourself, right, it's a great opportunity for you to address it and to think about your authenticity and to think about how your relationship with how you're living and your own truth as well, okay? And that ultimately leads, of course, to your soul growth, okay, when we're talking about that. So also during eclipse periods, tracking your progress between these eclipse periods that we have and seeing how you've developed over time, okay? And I say this on a soul level. This is our third eclipse of the year. We had our first one that was the solar eclipse on April 19th that was in Aries. So think about your solar eclipse as like, what are you acting like at this particular time? And a good way that I keep track of this is not necessarily like journaling, even though that is perfect. Journaling is fantastic. But I look at my Google Photos. It's a great example. Like if you have, I don't know, iPhone users, whatever y'all have, Time Hop or whatever, access that. Look into April. Look at photos from that particular time if you are a person who takes photos a lot. Where were you during that time? What were you doing during that period, right? And compare that to where you are right now and how you're moving at this time. Thinking about all of the changes that you've made, or if they're reflecting on if there are changes that you want to make, okay? And then we had a lunar eclipse in Scorpio that was on May 5th. And that's going to have to do with diving deep into our like our emotional subconscious, right? So think about ourselves around that May period, right? In that spring period, how were you feeling during this period, right? So getting a great grasp of that and just knowing what these dates are, it's a great time for seeing how we've developed over the time, all right? So let's go ahead and get into your reading. Our first reading at 7:20, okay, where it's going to be Aries. Okay, so Aries starts at 7:20. So Aries, let's go ahead and look into an energy that you need to, I don't know, you can do whatever you want, Aries. This is just probable energies that are popping up for you, okay, during this eclipse period. Okay, and we are using the Chakra Insight Oracle, okay? So I will be pulling a card, pulling some tarot, and what I would do is just pause the video for just a second so I'm not over here thinking, and I'm going to pull your reading together for you, all right? So let's get into Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Show me an energy for Aries during this eclipse period, please. Too many cards. I was like 13 of them. Show me an energy for Aries during this eclipse period. Too many. We just really want one card. Okay. I need to center myself a little more. Aries. Show me a card for Aries, please. There we go. Aries. You got heart chakra. Okay. Your heart chakra is loaded right here, okay? This has to do with our feelings, our emotions, also our relationships with others, right? How open we are. Let's clarify this with tarot. Okay. Just pull 3 cards for that. This one was first. All right, Aries, you got the 9 of Wands, okay? You've got the High Priestess, and you've got the Ace of Cups, okay? So, let's see. Okay, so Aries, what I'm getting for you, because the heart chakra is all about truly opening our hearts to give and also to receive love. I think this eclipse period, you're going to be examining your relationship with just having lighthearted fun. The Knight of Wands is all about could be like frivolous interactions, just going out having fun and not getting too deep with people. It's about doing things that appeal to your senses, like gratify that lusty behavior, okay? But it's not operating from a very like emotionally connective side of you, okay? So during this eclipse period, you could be having very strong intuitive feelings about how to open yourself up to love, right? With this Ace of Cups, okay? This is Ace of Cups is about new starts in love. So I see you kind of shifting maybe your attitude about how you want to give and receive love. And maybe you're ready and willing to deepen connections that go beyond just the physicality. And you're thinking and you're being called on an intuitive level to open yourself up to love, okay? So that is Aries, okay? Now, we are going to do, who's after Aries? Taurus. So Taurus, your reading starts at 10:55. Taurus. All right. Let's go ahead and look into your reading. So we are going to be examining what kind of energy is going to be very prevalent for you during this eclipse period. Okay. Taurus. What does Taurus need to know about this eclipse period? What energy is Taurus going to be focused on in this eclipse period? Show me Taurus. Okay. Taurus, you've got something to do with your solar chakra, okay? Your solar chakra is how we get our confidence. There's something about your self-esteem that is suffering during, I don't know if it's suffering, but it's going to be of, how do you say, of importance, okay, during this eclipse period. You're going to be looking at your relationship with confidence, how you feel confident, right? What are your feelings of self-love and self-worth? And you're also going to be looking at pride as well, okay? How do you show yourself off and not be too vain, okay? So yours is going to be balance. You're going to be like searching for that balance because remember, Libra is all about centering ourselves and balancing. You're going to be balancing your self-esteem. So doing things that just make you feel good are going to be encouraged at this time, right? So beautifying yourself in some way, getting that spa treatment, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, whatever it is, getting that good suit. So whatever it is that you can do to kind of help build yourself up, okay? I want you to do that for yourself during this time, okay? Know your worth and know what your value is and know what you're worthy of, okay? Increase that, right? Increase your capital during this eclipse period, okay? It could be very prevalent that you either need to do that or that you are doing it, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify this with some tarot. Okay, we'll do 3 cards. 2 for Taurus. Let's ground this message for you, Taurus. You're getting out of your head, okay? This is, okay, Taurus. With self-esteem, you've got the Page of Cups, okay? So the way that you communicate in like, I'm seeing this as positive self-talk. Do not stop the critical, I'm not this, I'll never be that, okay? This is asking you to do positive affirmations, even if you need to, and it's not something that you do. Get into doing them during this eclipse season, right? Because during this eclipse seasons, manifestations are so powerful. This energy is so powerful. So if you're serious about manifesting this desire, or not feeling like you're stuck in a rut or something like that, this is a time for you to really speak very kindly and lovingly to yourself, okay? This may even include you kind of just disappearing from people with the Hermit card, okay? So you might get more strength by kind of hiding yourself for a little bit and just loving on yourself, okay? And not really worrying too much about, I mean, obviously you have like your obligations, but making sure that you clear that time for yourself. That's going to be really important for really helping you to develop that self-esteem, okay? Or what that could look like is eliminating people who don't add to your value of self-worth. And so you're isolating yourself from people who make you feel negatively about yourself. And you're going to get out of your head with it too, with that 5 of Swords. I think sometimes you know that you're your own worst enemy because of the negative self-talk that you have. So you've got to get out of this energy as well. And I believe that this eclipse period is really going to help to highlight these issues with your self-esteem and your self-value. Okay, Taurus? All right, so let's go ahead and get into Gemini. So we're going to do Gemini and 1500. Okay, go ahead and shuffle this. Okay, Gemini. Let's go ahead and do you. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. We're going to be looking at this energy that's permeating through you during this eclipse season on October 14th. Show me a card for Gemini. Show me an energetic card for Gemini. Okay, ooh, we're going to go with the first one. Compassion. Okay. So Gemini, what's going to be activated for you during this time is going to be compassion, okay? You're going to be examining and reevaluating your relationship with how you care for people, looking at your empathy levels, looking at are you being too judgmental, or do you practice or exercise acceptance, not just of self, but of others, right? And seeing how you deliver your messages to other people. Are you being gentle in your delivery, right? Are you showing that you're empathetic? Okay, so this is also calling you to accept situations and accept people for who and what they are, okay? And trying your best to see if there are 1, 2, 3 sides of the story, right? Giving that grace to people that is needed, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify that for Gemini. Let's clarify this for Gemini, please. Okay, could be something to do with your past. Maybe you're coming to a realization at this time during this eclipse. Forgiveness is going to be perhaps heavy in your energy. You're going to be having perhaps a conversation with someone from your past, right? Because you got the 6 of Cups here. This is nostalgia, okay? This is, there might be a conversation that happens, and it's going to be very honest and truthful. But the way you deliver this conversation, even if it is with somebody that you feel has done you wrong, you're going to be delivering this message with a great amount of compassion, with empathy, right? You're going to be accepting that this situation from the past is what it is, right? And you're really being called to do this with this High Priestess card here too, okay? So I think you understand at this point that you have reached a level of that you've been through many stages of this disappointment, maybe the prior disappointment from this, and you are just accepting the situation for what it is. And part of the healing process is letting it go. And how you can do that is accept it for what it is, okay? All right, that's the energy I'm getting from you, Gemini, okay? We're going to go ahead and get into Cancer. Cancer is going to start at 1740. Cancer, dear Cancers, let's go ahead and get into your reading. So we want to see with our Cancers, dear Cancer, what's going to be an energy, a chakra energy that you're going to be reeking of during this eclipse season in Libra. Let's see Cancer's energy for this eclipse season. Let's see Cancer's energy for this eclipse season. Okay, Cancer. Your energy is going to be the base chakra, okay? So you're looking at your base is also called your root chakra. So at this particular time, Cancer, okay, so you are being guided to really pay attention to your root chakra, grounding yourself, thinking about your security, right? Thinking about your foundations, right? Your physical vitality. These are, your base chakra has to do with your earthly body, right? But it's also your resources as well. How do you feel security, and what are the things that make you feel secure, right? Do you feel stable right now? Are your instincts good? Are you in a safe and grounding environment? There could be action that's required of you, okay? So I see you paying very close attention to, like, hopefully not just your survival needs, but like your thriving needs, okay? So I think if you're blessed and you're able to have all of your basic necessities taken care of, now you're in a situation where you want to thrive. How can you accelerate the stability? How can you make it grow, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Clarify this with some tarot. Let's clarify this with tarot. Okay. You're thinking also, okay, Cancer. Interesting. Okay. I see you thinking also, you're prioritizing your emotional health at this time too, okay? So this could be like looking at relationships that really nurture your soul, that do not take away from your happiness, but add to it. Okay, you could be feeling great. You're communicating about that, and you're communicating your needs to those around you about if things are making you upset, right? But you're ultimately prioritizing what is emotionally, what you're emotionally invested in. Okay. I see that for you, you understand that you've got to be very diligent, and you've got a lot of diligence and perseverance in you, okay? And that you understand there are no get-rich-quick schemes working, or you understand that for things to work, to get what you want, it takes hard work, and it's not something that just comes overnight, okay? And I see you really understanding that, and understanding that stability is something that has to be worked on, not just occasionally. It's got to be something that you show up to do every day. Okay, you could be that what could be motivating you is this idea of like this is good here, but I want something else, I want something more. Okay, because you're in this Four of Cups energy as well, where you're motivated to really get to cross over to another side of being fulfilled in some other capacity, when it comes to grounding yourself, or when it comes to receiving the base desires that you want. Okay, and that you're really strong in what makes you happy, and what has to stay and what has to go, and what you're willing to put work into. Okay, so that is for you, Cancer. Okay, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get to Leo. We'll go ahead and do Leo at 21:35. Leo, dear Leo, let's go ahead and take a look at your energy, okay, during this eclipse period. So we want to see what is going to be a prevalent energy for you during this eclipse period. Let's see Leo during this eclipse period. Show me Leo for this eclipse period. Show me Leo for this eclipse period. Let's see Leo. Show me Leo for this eclipse. Okay. Leo, you got compassion. Somebody else just got that. I think it was Gemini. Leo, you've got to exercise some caring. You've got to be more empathetic, gentle, okay? This has to do, compassion has to do with our heart chakra. And when we are compassionate, we are also empathetic. We accept things for what they are, right? When we show compassion. And we're able to see more than one side of the story as well, okay? It's really a call to just accept things and situations for what they are, and just releasing any judgment or releasing any need that you have to fix a certain situation, maybe for the good or for the bad. And when we pass judgment on things and people, it really just contributes to just keeping that energy stuck in that place, right? But when we have acceptance, then we allow that energy to kind of pass, right? And we do this like really with honor and dignity, okay? It's like looking at the positive side of life, and just remembering that you are just a human, and that you're learning, you're growing, you're doing all of these things, right? And so are people around you. They're also energetically on their own missions as well, okay? So let's see what this is in relation to. Okay. The Empress. Okay. So, okay, what I'm hearing. Okay. What I'm hearing is for you, you've got the Empress, okay? So you've got to understand, and the thing about Leos is like we have such big hearts, right, as Leos, and we want to, when we've accepted something as part of our pride, right? It's like you want to ride or die for that. You want to nurture it. Even if it's not really good for you, you still want to do that, okay? But you may not always do that with the best intentions. The best intentions is somehow to soothe your ego through it, okay? So knowing that, like, sometimes to nurture people, we have to adjust how we do it for people, okay? It's not just showing up and giving, like, just effortless acceptance all the time. Sometimes we have to hardline people. We have to stop carrying their burdens and their loads, right? With that 10 of wands in reverse, it's release these pressures to always show up for people because you are perhaps too compassionate, right? Because it's just soothing your ego, and meanwhile you're growing resentful in the process, okay? So walk away from that tendency to do that. And I would say live more authentically true by communicating with people with love and compassion. How maybe they aren't showing up for you, or maybe the things, maybe practicing hard love with others as well. If you feel like they are burdening you with things that you don't wish that to be. Okay, so making sure that you have some healthy boundaries intact with your loved ones. Okay, but then also while you're exercising that compassion, and that you are extending that not only to the other people, but also to yourself, so that you're not overburdening people, are not being allowed to kind of just like burden you with their drama. Okay. All right, Leo. So that is your message for the eclipse season. Let's go ahead. Let's get into Virgo. So Virgo, we're going to start yours at 26 minutes. Virgo, let's get into your reading. Let's see the energetic theme for Virgo. What is the energetic theme for Virgo? Virgo, you are being guided to your intuition. I believe this is your crown chakra. No, maybe your, it's not your crown. It is your third eye chakra, okay? So you're being guided to focus on your intuition at this time, okay? It may be asking you to just like kind of quiet your mind, right? Speak more quietly than just like screaming your demands at people, okay? That when you're doing this, that you're having some trust, allowing things to go. So maybe like, I know Virgo does have the tendency to be very critical at some times, right? But your true power is really going to shine when you move very quietly and just knowing things and not really forcing them, okay? If that makes sense. And what you can do is by, I would say, be alert, be present, right? Be grounded in what the reality is, okay? But don't deny your physical needs or what the reality is, okay? But rather just kind of tune into like a quiet voice, all right? And just breathe, listen, and trust and follow, okay? Because what this could mean is that you're not always like led by like what the right thing is to do. Sometimes situations cause for alternative options, right, to deal with things. It's not a one-fits-all switch for situations. So you could be led at this time to not be so hard-nosed when it comes to things, and to really focus in on your intuition, where if something is telling you where to go, focus in on that. You'll have a lot more success, and your intuition is going to be guiding you during this time for that purpose. Let's see what this is in regards to. Let's go ahead and pull. What is this in regards to for Virgo? Okay, it's definitely about how you, it's about growing things, okay? It's about growing things. You got the Empress here. What do you want to nurture, okay? If there's something that you really want to grow, whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a project, right? Whatever it is that you're working on, make sure that you're nurturing it and that you're speaking onto it, but making sure that you're speaking, that you're communicating in a way where it is going to allow, you're not going to face a brick wall. It's going to actually, your communication style is going to have to align with what is going to grow this thing, okay? So anything that could be critical, right? You're being led to use your intuition so that you can communicate, right? Because if you don't do that, right, you're going to have like not good luck, right? This is Wheel of Fortune in reverse is about trying to fight fate, okay? Don't try to do that. All things are revealed if you just stay quiet and you listen, okay? All right, so Virgo, those were your messages for this eclipse period, okay? Next, let's see, we're gonna get into Libra, okay? So Virgo, using your intuition, right? You're going to be hot, hot stuff. All right. So Libra is going to start at 30 minutes. Libra. Let's go ahead and check out what is going to be your energetic vibe for this eclipse period. Let's go ahead and check out Libra's energy for this eclipse period. And it also occurs in your sign as well. So this should be a powerful one for you, Libra, okay? If you are sun or a moon Libra, okay, let's go ahead and look at your sacral chakra. Ooh, okay. So Libra, no surprise here because Libras be sexy. So Libra, you are being led at this time. What's going to be evident to you is the sacral chakra, right? Your sacral chakra is located in your gonads, right, so to speak. But it's like your ovarian region. It's your reproductive region. It's like it's the spot. Hold on, let me just read it for you real quick. Your sacral chakra focuses on the relationships that you have, your emotions, how you control yourself, your pleasures, your desires, your sexuality. And it's also the place where we drum up our creativity and ultimately our healing, okay? And it's just located at your lower abdomen between your navel and your genitals. And it's that source of energy is called the sacral chakra, okay? We call it also the seat of life because it's that focal point of change. It's emotional connection, it's pleasure, it's balance, it's all of that, right? It is the yin and yang, right? It's where we find our balance between our masculine and our feminine energy, right? And it comes across and expresses as itself as sexuality or sensuality, so to speak, right? So when this is open, you're allowing yourself to be open and having deeper aspects to yourself, developing trust and acceptance and honoring beauty in all of your intimate relationships that you have with people. And when we block that, we are blocking our pleasure zones, right? We're blocking our creativity and ultimately our abundance, right, in this life that we deserve. So you could become cold and just brittle, right, when this happens, or have really unhealthy cravings and desires. So try to be fluid, right, with this energy as well, and go with the flow is how the sacral chakra is thought of, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify that with some tarot. Let's see, how was this manifest in Libra's life at this time? Okay, you're going to be making a decision, maybe some plans. What's up, Libra? What is going on? Oh, it's too many. Let's get one more, please, for Libra. Okay. I see a new way of you're coming up, Libra. You've probably been experimenting with just a way of being, okay? And it's not something you've seen the results from, but you're waiting for those results, okay? So this could be like just maybe finding a new way to create things, right? Maybe there's a new project that you're doing that you're giving life to, okay? And it's definitely something new because you've got the Ace of Swords here. So this is a new thought, right? It's a new way of thinking. It's a new way of doing things. You're waiting for it to come back. You've done some research on this as well, too, with this Hermit card here, right? So you've really kind of gone behind the scenes, so to speak, right? When it comes to trying to like activate this like creative part of yourself, okay? So this could look like a new idea. I couldn't even say like you might be even trying to have a baby, Libra, at this time, right? And you're just waiting to see like, am I pregnant this month? Like, what's going on? I've been doing the research and on my Flow app, and I just want to, I don't know what y'all are doing out here, but it definitely has something to do with your sensuality, your sexuality, your creative ability. It's about thinking. It's about a new way, a new obvious way is coming to you that you've been doing the research on, and you just intuitively feel like it's the right thing for you to do at this time. So focus on your sacral chakra, dear Libra, okay? What else about the sacral chakra? It's about, I feel like the sacral chakra brings like freedom to us also, okay? And I feel like it's something that you are definitely creating during this season. So let's go ahead and get into Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio. All right, so Scorpio, we'll start you at 35 minutes. All right. Scorpio, let's go ahead and get into your energy for the new moon and the solar eclipse on October 14th. What is Scorpio's energy? Divine consciousness. Dang, Scorpio. Divine consciousness. This is interconnection, expansion, oneness, and light. Okay. This is using your crown chakra. Okay. Crown chakra is located at the top of your head. It is the place where you feel the expansion, your oneness with things, right? You're at this time awakening to just pure and infinite source that's deep within you, right? And it's living from that space, right? So it's living from your own truth and understanding that you are which you seek, and you are so much more than that. So whatever you've been studying, whatever ideas that are centering you and making you feel connected, this is about God, right? Or the supreme being. It's about you feeling so connected to perhaps everything in your life, right? But it goes beyond even humanity. You could be feeling more connected to the animals or more connected to nature in general, right? It's about having that divine connection as the source. It's whatever you want to name it, God, right? So, and I see you really, if you're a religious person, you could be like really delving deep into your religion at this time. But whatever it is just recognizing your divinity, okay? And living in that, right? And accepting whatever our shortcomings are, whatever that perfection is, and just knowing that you are perfect as is, right? So just giving yourself that that gift of perspective and not holding yourself under this microscope, and understanding that your potential is so expansive and it's so limitless, like with all the things that you can do. So I would say during this period, you were really being called to just spend some time in meditation, like I said, in nature, discovering your own unique ways of how you connect with the earth as well, and just feeling that connection, all right? Just letting that be, all right? And let's go ahead and see, let's clarify that for you in what regards this is hitting you, Scorpio. Okay. Yeah, you've been doing your homework, and I see you've been doing your homework with this Page of Swords, okay? You have been researching, you have been looking for your truth, you've been assertive, you're being decisive, and you're also operating from a very highly intellectual part. It's like intellectualizing God, right? It's not just feeling it, but it's like being able to express it and to quantify it in a way that makes sense to you, for you to understand it. And it's called for you to just reject anything that is toxic, that is not working out for you, right? With this Devil in the reverse. It's rebuking those things that you do not connect with, okay? And it's leaving for going on a passage, going on a journey. Six of Swords. You could be starting a new spiritual journey at this time, or transforming your own spiritual enlightenment as well, right? Where you're just elevating to that next state. Whether that's like learning, you've just unlocked a new way of meditating, and maybe the way you did it was by, like, I don't know, cutting out like bad habits, right? For example, but it's something that you're learning. I see a very like inquisitive energy that's attached to this, where it's like knowing it not on an internal level, but knowing it also in the physical level as well. Okay, Scorpio? So those are your messages for this eclipse season. All right, next, let's go ahead and get into who's after Scorpio. Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn, you're next. I'm gonna start you at 40 minutes. Capricorn. I'm just gonna shuffle this. Drink some water. Capricorn, 40 minutes. Take a sip of water. Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and look into your energy for this eclipse season. Show me Capricorn's energy for this eclipse season. Your inner child, Capricorn, look at you. You're about to be playful this season. This is your solar chakra. Your solar plexus is right here. That's where we get our drive, our confidence, our esteem, right? From this. And here you are going to be, this eclipse period is going to be connecting with your inner child. So you could be connecting with your inner child, or maybe you even have children that they're going to be in your vicinity that are going to be very significant and important for you during this period of time. But you could also be very playful, right? So think about play as a gift, right? And that you're rekindling your innocence. And when you play, just like playing, imaginary wise, you really open yourself up to a lot of possibilities, right? So it's really a time to, when this happens and your inner child comes out, it's about being playful and spontaneous. It's childlike. It's being lighthearted and bringing laughter into the situation. Okay. So we know, Capricorn is, as a serious sign as yourself, it can be really easy for you to just get all very seriousness and just forget about how life can be very lighthearted, right? But be inspired by children at this time, and just dig a little deeper to have that spark, right, in you. That, you could be 100 years old, but, we're all children deep down inside, right? So what that would look like is, maybe you could do something that's a little spontaneous, like just go for a car ride, go for an adventure somewhere, I don't know, a vacation, staycation, go and play in the sun, go to a beach, run around somewhere, maybe tell a joke, bake something, just do something that's out of the ordinary, something that makes you have fun. Go to the arcade, play games with your kids, or kids that or kids that are around you, and just be playful, right? It's just asking you really this eclipse is going to be highlighting the importance of fun and how healing that could be. So let's see what this is in reference to for Capricorn. Let's see what this is in reference to. Yeah, you work too much. This is the Three of Pentacles. And if you are forced to work a lot anyway, bring some fun to work with you, right? Lighten up the mood. You could also be dealing with your own kids too, because the Six of Cups, or this could be a past situation as well. Six of Cups is that child card, and that's interesting that it come out with the inner child, like connecting more with children, I'm seeing, right? Is work affecting that connection? If it is, making sure that you have time with that, that you make that time for that, okay? And then you also got the Three of Wands, because this is showing that when you put that energy out there, like, it's going to come back to you. The Three of Wands is all about the energy that we put out and what we're received. It's like you smile, like you smile at 100 people who are not smiling. Guarantee you, I don't know what the percentage is, but there is a percentage of them who will smile back, or will at least feel that infectious energy of a smile, the genuine smile, okay? So making sure that you take your role and take your part and your time to also feed the world with some good, playful, fun, positive, good kid, innocent energy. All right. So Scorpio, those are your message. Focus in. Even if you are, I don't know, scared, or you're just serious, watch stand up. Watch something that's funny, right? Get into that silly zone, right? I'm a Leo. I don't have no problem being silly. I love kids, and kids love me. I don't have kids, but I love kids. I love the energy of kids and the innocence of it. You don't even have to tell me twice to be goofy with some kiddos. But anyway, those were your messages, all right? That was for... who was it for? Capricorn. Sorry. Okay, so next, let's go ahead and move to Sagittarius. So Sagittarius will begin at 4444. Sagittarius. let's go ahead and check out your energy for this eclipse period. Okay, hold on. Let's check out Sagittarius's energy for this eclipse period. Show me Sagittarius's energy for this eclipse period. What is Sagittarius's energy for this eclipse period? Sag energy for this eclipse period. Sag energy for this eclipse period. Okay, so Sagittarius, you're being led to, let's see, inspiration, okay? This is, I believe, your crown chakra, okay? Crown chakra is our intellectual thoughts, okay? So we're in, let's say inspiration is asking you to, you're asking to be a conductive force for divine inspiration, right? And give birth to whatever ideas or who you came here to be, okay? Inspiration is a really important force that we need to create, right? It's like the seed of new growth. It's like that first light that hits us, okay? So with inspiration, it has a lot of potential power to just heal things or to start new things or to build bridges of compassion and connection, and just understanding that with inspiration, there's just this limitless potential of what's available, okay? So making sure that this period, you're going to be really focused in on that, right? So what that looks like is, let's say, an idea, right, to just come out. Don't let it just stay in your head, especially if it's a recurring idea. Bring it out to the physical reality, right? Making sure that you're creating that aspect, right, to bring it out and balancing, because it requires you to balance that spiritual world, right, when inspiration, that physical world of how it comes out and how it is magnified or brought into our tangible world, okay? So we have to understand that sometimes our thoughts give birth to inspiration that is asking us to act from a higher place and leading us to create things, okay? So you could do that. You could, if you're feeling uninspired during this time, this eclipse period could be really asking you to pay attention or go out in nature, move your body, play music, write, do whatever you can or whatever it takes to inspire you to continue your creative path, okay? Once you do, you're going to have an outlet, right, for that inspiration, for whatever whatever you're inspiring to do at this time. Let's see what this is in regards to. Yeah, so whatever you're inspiring to do right now, Sagittarius. Okay. So Sagittarius, what you're being inspired to do right now is to be, to share this. Maybe there's a skill that you have, there's knowledge that you have that you're being, it's being asked of you to be generous during this time. I think you intuitively know what this is, okay? You could be a psychic even, if so to speak, right, with this moon card here. And also we got the Page of Wands here. It is also something, whatever this gift is that you have to share, it's something that you're really passionate about. You have a lot of fervor about this thing. And you just know that when you share this, you are going to have a victory with this. You are going to be able to inspire people with it. You've just got to be able to share it and get it out there, okay? So Sagittarius, those are your messages. That's going to be your energy for this eclipse period, right? Paying attention to what you're inspired by and acting on that, okay? Acting on your passions and sharing them with other people, okay? Even if you think that it's mundane, what may be mundane to you is not mundane to another person, okay? And you can be really helping and healing people when you share some of your insight and your visions with them, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. Who is after Sagittarius? Aquarius, okay. So Aquarius, we're going to start you at 49.35. Aquarius. Aquarius, let's go ahead and see your energetic frequency for this eclipse period for Aquarius. Let's check out Aquarius's energetic frequency for this period. Let's see, Aquarius. Show me Aquarius. Aquarius, you are also being led to your intuition, okay? Your intuition is sparked by your crown chakra, which is right here, okay? It's not necessarily where our thoughts come from, but it could be like where we would say your intuition is like that seat of, it's about, I would say like intuition is like that quiet knowing about things, right? But they're just knowing, it's a knowing that we have. It's like that quiet whisper, but it's a knowing that we have that could sometimes go against our logical reasoning. It's just like this inner knowing, okay? I think at this time, Aquarius, you're really being led to pay attention to your intuition, okay? See how you're being guided. Really think long and hard about actions that you're taking and going with like your gut, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify and see what this intuition is in regards to. What is this intuition in regards to? Okay. Aquarius, there's something in your environment that is very toxic. We got the Devil card here. So the devil could come up when it comes to materialism, addictions, certain behavior, negative behavior, over-sexualization. There's something about the devil that is keeping you from your highest form, okay? And you would know what that is. It could be overeating, be over-drinking, overindulging in something, okay? So intuitively, you're being led to understand what's working for you, what's not, and what is toxic for you, and it's not attributing to your highest potential, okay? And I see you at this time, your intuition leading you to a new opportunity with this Ace of Pentacles. It's a new start to start something on a tangible level. You might have been feeling for some time that you're missing out on some things, and maybe that is like that devil energy that's holding you back and stopping you from realizing that there's greater potential out there for you. I see that being highlighted during this period, that you really are coming to this acceptance that there are some real changes that you need to make in order for you to live the reality that you want, but it's going to require you to really pay attention to your intuition and to make sure that you are on that journey that is going to evolve yourself, right? And not fall prey to the same patterns that keep you stuck in negativity or stuck in a period of stagnation where you're not growing, right? Because I think you intuitively know what needs to go, right, what needs to stay. And that is what this is going to be telling you. Pisces, you are our last one. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces at 53 minutes, Pisces. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is Pisces energetic situation for this eclipse period. What's Pisces energetic vibration during this eclipse period? Show me Pisces energetic vibration. Pisces. Let's see Pisces. All right. This is a third. Compassion. Heart chakra. Pisces, you're being led at this time to be, while you're being nurturing, you're being caring. Those are easy concepts for you, and it is your role. You're easy to nurture things, okay? But while you're doing that, making sure that you come to situations about people with lots of empathy, with some acceptance, and that you are delivering messages to people in a very gentle way, okay? Making sure that you have healthy boundaries when it comes to people in your life, but also understanding that in order for you to show up in your highest vibration, it's going to require you to understand people from another perspective, okay? From their perspective, right? Things are not always what you think that they are. And that understanding that your perspective of things could be very limited. And so it's important for you to be very open at this time and to offer people the grace, right, that they might not deserve, but that they need. All All right, let's go ahead and see what this is in regards to. What should Pisces be compassionate about? Hold on. Those are the exact same card. Hold on. I don't think I'm going to just... What does Pisces need to be compassionate about? All right. What does Pisces need to be compassionate about? Pisces, there's something unexpected during this eclipse period that's going to happen, okay? It could have something to do with tradition, some values, religion, so to speak, okay? There's a truth that's coming out about that that's challenging your narrative on what it means to be compassionate, or it could also mean, hold on, let me just see... It could also mean, for example, you could be having a tower moment where you're holding on, you've held on to a certain belief system for so long, and I see you shifting, right? With this moon energy here, there's something that's being unveiled by your subconscious where you're shifting how you feel about traditions or mores of society, okay? And this could be very shocking, okay? But you are giving compassion. Maybe it could look like if you're a very religious person and you're against, I don't know, LGBT values, right? For example, I'm just saying, this is just an example of that. And you are coming to a moral or value wall where your old beliefs no longer equate with where you're evolving to, okay? And this truth could be very much highlighted during this eclipse season. So be ready to exercise your values, okay? And to be flexible with them, and to show yourself and others compassion during this time as well, okay, Pisces? All right. So that concludes this reading for the new moon in Libra and the solar eclipse energy that is happening on October 14th. Please go ahead and check the timestamps for your sign. Make sure to listen particularly for your sun and your moon, okay? These will be very important during this time to get all of the aspects of yourself and to see how you could be potentially affected during this eclipse period, okay? So with that being said, thank you so much, Aries through Pisces, for listening to this message if you did in its entirety, or if you just skipped to your particular signs. But I appreciate everyone. Please do comment, like, and subscribe for additional content. And I do offer tarot readings, so I do offer readings for those. You can look at the description in this video to see a link to my Calendly for videos. I'm sorry, for bookings. I think I'm just tired. Or you can look in the About section of the channel. So happy eclipse season, everybody, and love you guys. Bye.